Hey everyone, so this is the requested look on the blue smoky eye I wore in the previous video. I initially filmed it as a Kim K inspired look but didn't like how the video turned out. But if you want to see how I get the eyes and the lip colours, then keep on watching. So first off, I primed my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And then using the Morphe Brushes 35O palette, I'm taking these off-white and beige shades and using them as my brow bone highlight. Going back into that same palette, I'm using these brown shades and using them as my transition colour. I'm just sweeping that back and forth using a blending brush. Then using this black gel liner from Inglot, I'm applying this all over my lids to act as a base for the eyeshadows I'm going to be putting on top. And then from the Sleek Bad Girl palette, I'm using this navy blue shade to blend out the harsh lines of that black base. So for that blue eyeshadow, I used the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Midnight Blue. Mine clearly didn't make it, so it's all crumbled. So I'm just going to pack that all over my entire lid. MAC Contrast eyeshadow is also a good dupe for that if you don't have this eyeshadow. And then to smoke out the eyeshadow a little bit, I'm using some black eyeshadow. I think this is Makeup Geek's Corrupt, and I'm just going to smoke out the outer corner of my lids. So for the inner corner, I'm not quite sure why I didn't show it, but I used MAC's Woodwinked eyeshadow using a pencil brush, and then I'm just taking that blue eyeshadow again and running it across my bottom lash line. Then using a black pencil to line my waterline. For my lashes, I'm using Goddess by Koko Lashes. So moving on to the rest of my face, for my under eye concealer I'm using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. For some reason this particular tube is coming off a lot lighter than it usually is, but I will try and work with it. I first applied it with a foundation brush, and then I'm just blending it out with a damp beauty blender. Also taking it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead as well. I'm mixing these two powders to set those areas. I'm just using a fluffy blending brush to apply them. Then doing the reverse contour using the Topaz Powder. I find that it's a lot better to use the darker powder for this. I decided to contour with this blush from Sacha Cosmetics, but I feel like it kind of made me look a little bit muddy, I'm not quite sure, but I did try to fix that later on with the ABH contour powders. Then I set my entire face with the MAC Mineral Skin Finish Powder in Dark Deep. For us oily people, you have to set your entire face, it is very necessary. Then I applied some mascara to my bottom lashes. This has become my favourite mascara right now. It's from Tarte, I forget the name, but it really does make my lashes look really long and I just love using it all the time. For my blush, I'm using MAC's Ambering Rose. I'm just applying that to my cheeks using a blush brush by Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. And then as a highlight, I'm using Becca Opal. I'm not going to confirm or deny if I've also smashed this one as well. It's crumbled everywhere basically. For my lips, I use Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Veronica. But first I lined my lips with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Dark Plum because I couldn't find my NYX Mahogany lip liner. And then I added the Milani liquid lipstick in Crush to darken it a little bit. So this is the finished look. I really hope you liked it. Like I said, this is meant to be the Kim K inspired look. So for the lips, I used Milani's liquid lipstick in Romance and then Nightmoth on the outer corner. It kind of looked a little bit brighter this time, but you get the idea anyway. So that's it for the video. I do have some autumn makeup tutorials waiting to go up, so look out for them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!